Hello everyone and welcome back for another video. My name is Courtney and my twin sister Ashley and I share this YouTube channel together. So the video I have for everyone today is a kitchen makeover. It is very overdue and I am so excited to share it with you guys in today's video. So I am showing you guys what I picked up, where I got it from, and what we're using in today's video to get this kitchen makeover going. Now, I do have to say, I only get about 97% of the kitchen makeover complete in today's video. But I'm not to the point where, it's not going to be to the point where I'm leaving you guys hanging and there's like nothing done in the kitchen and you got to wait for another part. It's where I get literally everything done except for one little project that I want to do, which is fine being a video. It's on its own, if you know what I mean. So it's not going to ruin today's makeover. It is going to be a drastic one, and it is basically going to be finished, just one little project that I didn't get to in today's video. So here I'm showing you guys this paint that we had picked up first to try out on the cabinets, and it did not work. It's this Scuff and Defense Stain Blocking and Paint and Primer Bear. Did not work well at all. As you can tell, it came right up even when he scraped his thumb across it. But we're going in, scraping that off with my razor blade that I usually use to clean my stovetop with, which is no problem at all. And I'm going in and I'm going to take down all of these cupboards. Well, not cupboards, the doors.
Once you pull the hinge off, mark it.
I'm doing it. What?
Mark it like door 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. I was going to use painter's tape.
What?
I was going to use painter's tape, but I can do it in the hole if you want.
That's what I'm saying.
In the hole?
Put it in the top.
In the hole?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's the top, yeah.
That way we know top, door 1.
I'm going to put T1, so top 1. Or should I do, does it matter what one goes where on what hole?
The hinges,
Yeah.
Not really.
At least you'll be able to figure out, I just have to swap it. You know what I mean? Instead of figuring out what door it goes to.
Yeah.
It's easier to do it that way.
Or if when you flip them, you can run in the back 1 and 2. Top and bottoms 1, bottoms 2.
I could put B1, T1.
Flip it right to the back. Yeah. On there. Just put 2.
Bottom is B. I'm going to put B.
Alright, there you go. A and B. Or just
T and B.
Or just you just have to mark one of them. B. The
Yeah,
other
that's what I
one's
did.
the top.
I am. I'm leaving it B.
Don't worry about the top. The bottom is already marked.
What are these little rubber things?
What?
These.
Those are the inserts. Those.
Do you need those?
You can leave them in there.
Leave them on?
Yeah. That's what we did with the other ones.
So we finally came to the conclusion. The bottom hinges are B. That's what we came up with, if you couldn't tell. So I am going to put, every cabinet is going to have all of its hardware inside a Ziploc bag. And then I take that Ziploc bag and throw it in the cupboard it came from, just to be safe and, you know, not have to worry about it, because each cupboard sits a little differently than, you know, each one. Houses settle, so nothing's ever perfectly straight or anything like that. So you want to make sure you keep all of that stuff together. Some people use painter's tape, where they put tape on the back of the door or in the little holes where the hardware goes, and then also puts tape on the hardware itself. We just went in with a Sharpie and a Ziploc bag and called it a day, and actually reused these every single time we did rotate out our cabinet covers. And I also wanted to say, I think we definitely went in wrong with the liquid sandpaper. I had watched so many other YouTubers go in with liquid sandpaper and then, you know, scrub it in, let it sit for a little bit, even though some of them didn't even let it sit. But we let it sit for a little bit, about 15 minutes, and then went in with a wet rag. I don't think it was a good idea to go in with a wet rag with this. we had a hard time getting it to be to the standard that we wanted it to be. Especially, only letting it sit for 15 minutes and then wetting it down. I think with the liquid sandpaper, which we learned later on in the video, to actually let it sit for a while, like and like an hour. That's what we were doing, like an hour or longer. And then go in with a dry paper towel or a dry rag and just get all the big pooled areas off of it and just wipe it down quickly. We feel like it the white paint adhered to it so much better with doing it that way, even though, this is crazy. We had to go in with 4 coats of white on these cabinets. 4 coats. And I still have to go in and maybe do a 5th coat on some of the cabinets as well. I don't know what was going on. I showed you guys in the beginning what I went in with. It was the Behr brand cabinets, trim and something. It said cabinets and trim and something else on it. And we went in and did the liquid sandpaper. We did not prime it because we thought if we sanded it that it would be fine. But no, I think even if we did prime it, I still would have had to go in with 3 or 4 coats, even though I have to go in with 5 with some of them, like I said. I still feel like it wouldn't have did anything different, if you know what I mean. But let me know down in the comments if I'm wrong on that and I should have went in with a primer first. I mean, we got the project done. It took us 3 days to do it. But let me know, would you have just completely sanded these down with sandpaper or done primer? Let me know. I'm very curious because I've seen people do these their kitchen makeovers. I'm sorry. So differently. Everybody does them a different way. So this is how we went in and did it. Like I said, we went in with 4 coats, almost 5 on with the white on the top of the cabinets. And then we go in with only 2 coats for the second color that we go in on the cabinets, which is kind of funny because they're both cabinet paint. And one of them we had to get dyed or whatever, tinted or whatever you want to call it. I'm thinking maybe because we got it tinted and it used more color, I don't know, it helped it adhere better because it was more of a paint in there than than it being so liquefied. I could be wrong, I don't know, but it took way less paint. But also, like I said, we did let it sit a lot longer and used a dry rag to go in with, so maybe that worked in our favor. I could be wrong, but just saying. But I also wanted to say, how many times am I going to say but? I also wanted to say I am not going to go sit here and, repeat everything a million times for you guys. I do show like the first time of us unscrewing everything and showing you the process and then putting things down. And if we go in and paint, I do a slow process the first time around. The second time, I might cut the clip right in half and skip to something else, or I speed it up really, really fast so that way we're not sitting here for no reason. So I was trying to show you guys the difference between the liquid sandpaper and the non-liquid sandpaper side. And you could kind of tell, if you go back a little bit, you can kind of tell it's not as glossy. It still has a little bit of a gloss, but I don't know.
How's it?
Oh, looks textured. Is that normal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Self level, that's normal. Until that thing gets really saturated, it's gonna look like that.
It's definitely gonna need 2 coats.
Oh yeah, it says it right on it.
So it definitely was more than 2 coats, like I said earlier. And I also wanted to say the texture of, texture of the white was very liquidy, like really, not liquid. We all know it's a liquid, but it was very like watery compared to the one we got tinted. And that's, like I was saying earlier, I think maybe that's why it adhered better to the cabinets than the white did. Like I said, I'm not a professional at this. I'm not expert in paint or carpentry and painting and stuff like that. That's not me. I'm just a stay-at-home mom doing my thing and cleaning and doing makeovers on a budget, basically. So yeah, let me know. I'm really curious to know if all my theories are wrong here. And you can tell me, like, hey, next time, yeah, you definitely want to go in with primer, or yeah, next time you definitely want to sand and prime, or just sand, because I do want to do my cabinets and my bathrooms and stuff like that. So this isn't going to be the only time you guys see me paint cabinets. But don't think the next video is going to be, cabinets like in the bathrooms and makeovers in there. I do what I can when I can. With the way inflation is, I mean, oof, I'm surprised we even got this project done. And this is 3 years in the making. So don't be holding your breath for the next like huge like makeover. The next video is going to be an extension of the kitchen, like I said earlier. But anyways, I will pop in and out, you guys, whenever I feel like I have a question about something, because like I said, I'm not an expert in any of this, and I do have a couple of questions here and there, or I might go in and just explain something to you guys. So let's play some music and get these cupboards covered in this white paint.
Swear I would watch the Lakers game, even though I don't know basketball from the game we're playing. Yeah, I'm not overcomplicated. You don't have to spin a web with the words you're saying. And if you started feeling down, swear that I would take you higher. Oh, but you can be the runaround. Maybe I'm just getting tired. Oh, I know I'm a good catch. I just got some bad habits. Sliding up the wrong match. Why does it feel right when it isn't? I'm a good catch. Maybe it's just bad falling for you. I know I'm a good catch. I just got some bad habits. Sliding up the wrong match. Why does it feel right when it isn't? I'm a good catch. Maybe it's just bad falling for you. I told myself I wouldn't be here, back in the car on the way to your apartment. I thought by now I'd see it clearer, but what I need isn't the same as what I'm wanting. 'Cause whenever I'm feeling down, I lean right into my demons. Oh, yeah, I wish I could turn around, knowing I'm better off leaving. I know I'm a good catch. I just got some bad habits, lighting up the wrong match. Why does it feel right when it isn't? I'm a good catch. Maybe it's just bad falling for you. I know I'm a good catch. I just got some bad habits, lighting up the wrong match. Why does it feel right when it isn't? I'm a good catch. Maybe it's just bad falling for you. I know I'm a
Okay, so basically from here on out, I'm not gonna sit here and show you painting every single cupboard, every single layer, and all of that. It's mostly now gonna be one cupboard to show you, like, hey, we took them down, hey, now we're painting them, and then like, hey, this is a second coat, and then like flip them over and then do the same thing like that. And it's shorter clips or really sped up. It's not going to be every single cupboard being painted. So I'm sorry if that's what you guys wanted to see, but honestly, it was 7 hours of footage, and I really had to cut it down as much as I could to, one, storage, and two, so I was able to have room to even do my voiceover as well. So I think I need to get like an external hard drive or something, so when I do have projects and makeovers and stuff like that to show you guys, I can have better storage on my computer and be able to share out longer videos for you guys. So sorry if that's what you came here for, was a bunch of painting. Now, is there a bunch of painting in today's video? Yes, there is. It's just not gonna, like I said, I'm not just showing you every single cupboard being painted. I do show more painting, so don't worry, but I just want to explain that. And there I dripped some paint on the ground because I wasn't paying attention out to the paint roller holder, and I dripped some, but that's okay. But here is how the first, do you hear that? First coat of paint is looking on the, I call them the shells of the cabinet. I could be completely wrong, but on the shells of the cabinet, just showing you how spotty it is. It was actually way worse in person than it was on camera. It looked like this, but a little bit worse. So just showing you guys how it was laying down. I did not like this paint, like I said. If you do know a good brand for painting cupboards, also, if you could let me know down in the comments, that would be really appreciated. Maybe one taking, you know, the minimum 3 coats instead of 4 to 5 would be great. And if it takes less than that, like 2 coats, that would be perfect. But going in now on the second coat, not going to show every single part of me painting this shell of the cabinet, or maybe I do. I just cut it shorter when I'm doing the other parts of the shell of the cabinet. I could be wrong. But anyways, yeah, let's get back into it, you guys. I just cannot wait to show you what it looks like when it's all done. Oh, I'm so excited to show you guys. So once I'm done with this area, I'm going to show you doing a second coat on the doors for the cabinets. And I think, I only show you doing one of those instead of all of them. So that way you know I went in. But I don't show doing all 4 coats. I only show doing 2 coats. Or it could have technically, if you want to get technical, could have been the 4th coat I was on. No, I only showed the 1st coat and the 2nd coat. I didn't show the 3rd or 4th coat on any of the cabinets. It took 2 to 3 coats on the shell, but I only showed doing 2 coats on there as well. So we're not sitting here all day watching me paint, and half the time the camera doesn't even pick up like the imperfections that I'm trying to show you guys. So that's also another reason why I didn't go in showing multiple times of painting things, just to save you guys the trouble of like, okay, she painted this, why does she keep painting it? I don't see anything wrong, you know. So I try really hard with the camera to show you guys the imperfections, but it just makes everything look so nice and pristine when it really doesn't. In the end, it does end up looking so good. I am proud of the way it did turn out, and I'm happy that my fiance was sticking through it with me. He was excited to do it too as well. Once he finally was like, all right, let's do this, he realized how I wanted to do it and actually ending up liking the idea. So props to him. Thank you for sticking it out with me. I'm annoying and I have ADD, so it's always great working with someone with ADD. So if you can't tell by these voiceovers. But anyways, let's get into it, you guys. Let's get this thing going, get this thing done. I will pop in when needed.
Sweeping it under the rug is what we're best at. Would you just give me a hug? Let's turn the lights out and tell me that you want me tonight. Is this a silent treatment or you just being quiet? Now I feel just like my mug in 1,000 pieces. Broken glass and shattered vases, old pictures and happy faces. I could steer us back nice and easy if you choose not to
If you put that down to 1, it won't jump. Or can you not move it? Never mind, kid, moved you all.
You guys, I started out with 10 glue-on nails. The first day they became flimsy from the liquid sandpaper. The second day I lost a thumb and chipped the other thumb. And by the third day, there was no more nails left on my on my fingers. And then the pain attacked me because it's all over me. So technically all of them are my fault. But anyways, this makeover attacked me, and that's what I'm sticking with. But anyways, again, I said that. We're putting the first set of doors back onto the shelves of the cabinets. So exciting to see. And then that's when I finally sat back and I was like, wow, white was a good choice, but it's kicking me in the butt. But I love it, and I think it came out so good. I think we did a really good job with our first time doing something like this. And I might be speaking too much about how good we did, but I am proud of us. And we pulled it off, and we did it in 3 days. I don't know how. They were long days. It's mostly the prep that takes the longest, and then the dry time between painting that takes the longest. Painting takes not long at all. You're just throwing the paint on, calling it a day. So it probably only takes you, I don't know, not even 10 minutes at a time to paint things. It's that hour, 2 hour wait in between it that takes the longest. And it's like you got to figure out what to do in between doing that. And our first day took the longest because of trying to figure out how to use the liquid sandpaper and just other things of prepping and stuff like that we had to do. By the second and third day, we were flying through it, it felt like, especially when we decided to put the fan on the cupboards to dry them. I don't think it messed up anything. The cupboards came out looking fine. And I also forgot to say, inside of this cabinet paint, there is a etching and self-leveling inside them. So we also thought it was weird that it was coming out so splotchy looking and not like sticking so well to the cupboards. I guess I'm just curious to know, do you really think the bare cabinet paint is well worth your money? Because I don't think $50 a can, those cans, $50 a piece is worth it if you ask me. I feel like I could have got away with just using a wall paint, a white wall paint, and probably had done 2 coats and would have been fine. I think the reason why I went with a cabinet paint is because of scuffing in fingers and wiping them down. I wipe my cupboards down more than I do my walls. But I don't know. Let me know if you've used wall paint on your cupboards and it has worked out totally fine for you. But honestly, I'm going to say this this corner cabinet gave me a run for my money of putting it back on. I cut it short, so we're not sitting here for 20 minutes watching me struggle putting them in. And then after I finally got it screwed in, the latches needed to be finagled with in the middle there to make sure to make it close correctly and like all the way. And I was like, I'm done, Matt, you can do this. So he jumped up there for me and quickly did that. But then we're going to be moving on to, I'm pretty sure, another day after we take down these other sets of cupboards. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more top ones that we got to get in, liquid sandpaper them like we did the other side. But again, like I said earlier, we did let these ones sit a lot longer and wipe them down with a dry rag, not wetting them. So let's get into it.
Lazy Sunday mornings, hiding under covers. I don't mind staying in with you. Play your favorite movie, laying right beside me. I don't mind when it's just us two. That corner coffee shop we like to go. Late night walks with you to take me home. With you I never feel alone.
These little songs make me glad to call you mine. And you have got my head in the clouds.
1, 2, 3.
All that I need is your body next to me on rainy days.
Just need your company,
Don't need too much, just your simple love and it's everything.
the simple joy
of hearing your voice every morning. I wake to a kiss on my face, so I don't need too much. Just your simple love and it's everything. Walking to the market, strolling hand in hand, exchanging letters when you're away. Don't need any effort when we are together. We always have fun throughout the day. I'll do anything to get your attention. When you say you love me, I seem to ascend to the heavens above, where we fall in love. I don't know what I would do without you, because all I need is you. Make me fly to the clouds. 1, 2, 3. All that I need is your body next to me on rainy days. Just need your company, don't need too much. Just your simple love and it's everything. The simple joy of hearing your voice every morning. I wake to a kiss on my face, so I don't need too much. Just your simple love and it's everything.
Can't imagine living life alone.
If we were to go separate ways,
'Cause with you I feel like
who knows how far we go.
Don't you know that all that I need is your body next to me?
Totally forgot. Some toes?
Almost got my toesies. That would have hurt so bad. Good thing I have cat-like reflexes sometimes. But anyways, now we're going to be going in with the second color. This is Imperial Gray by Bear. Love, love, love this color. It does, depending on the lighting for some reason, even though it's this like a true like dark gray, for some reason, depending on the lighting, like I said, it comes up navy blue. Kind of odd, but it does. And I don't mind it because honestly, I was picking between green, navy, like a dark green, like a dark green, almost like when a baby eats like canned peas and poops, like dark green. TMI, I know, but that's the only green I can like compare it to that I can remember. Or I was going to go with navy blue and gray, but I didn't know how dark I wanted to go with gray, but I knew I wanted gray. So out of those three colors, but I ended up going with the gray because to me, gray is more of like a timeless color anywhere in your house. I don't care what anybody says. They can sit there and say white and two-toned or gray or this or board and batten or shiplap or farmhouse or whatever is out of style. No, there's no such thing as out of style, you guys. Your house is your house and you make it the way you want to make it. Even if it's not a house, even an apartment, you live what makes you happy and what you enjoy seeing in your home. So don't go around listening to all these people that are trying to take your money to make sales. You decorate or do whatever you want to do at your home with what makes your heart happy to see every single day waking up. Don't listen to nobody. I don't care if you want to go with a 70s style kitchen, a 50s style bathroom, and I don't even know. Go with what you want to go with. Anybody can say what they want. I don't care if you want to come for me for the gray. I love it. It looks great. I went with white walls and no one said anything, but I know probably quite a few people gasped like, oh my goodness, she's doing like white walls. My walls are Comet Dust, Sherwin-Williams color. It's white with a gray and a tint of blue undertone. But anyways, I already did all those videos, explained all of that and stuff like that. Love that color for my walls. But once we are done doing the base shell area of the island, we're going to go in, take off the fronts and the drawers in do, I'm pretty sure, a first coat and then head into another day.
Down my cards, ready to play, yeah. It's all a game. Who's gonna pay up? Much at stake. What would you give up to change your fate? Luck isn't made by your fate. Love face down, but you're not down for me. Downplay when I said that I'm wanting more, 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 more. What's it for? Keep score, but you keep me guessing. But I guess that you keep it on the low, 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 low. No, no, no. Are you ready for this? Come on, we could just go all in. Are you ready for this? Come on, we could just go all in. We could just go all in. We could just go all in. Loving you is a gamble. Loving you is a gamble. Oh, burning me like a candle. You could be such a handful. Oh, why you always loving? We could just shoot straight. You don't tell me nothing, but I'm still gon' wait. Yeah, loving you is a gamble. Loving you is a gamble. Oh, there's no way I'm not at face, and I'm lost without your face. There's no way I'm not at face. I've been feeling like lately we go through the motions. Maybe a game to you, baby. I got no control. Done no poker face when I show my emotions. Shame to lose it, cause I just couldn't hold them. Close enough, am I losing love? Are you ghosting on me cause I opened up? Cause I hope to hear you say something. Quit playing around and go all in. Are you ready for this? Come on, we can just go all in. Are you ready for this? Come on, we can just go all in. We can just go all in. We can just go all in. Loving you is a gamble. Loving you is a gamble. Oh, burning me like a candle. You could be such a handful. Oh, why you always loving? We could just shoot straight. You don't tell me nothing, but I'm still gon' wait. Yeah, loving you is a gamble. Loving you is a gamble. Oh, loving you is a gamble. Loving you is a gamble. Oh, burning me like a candle. You could be such a handful. Oh, why you always loving? We could just shoot straight. You don't tell me nothing, but I'm still gon' wait. Yeah, loving you is a gamble. Loving you is a gamble. Oh, loving you, loving you. You could be such a
Oh no, yep, okay. You guys, I was dying laughing when I was editing the footage and seeing this part. I was so tired and my mind was on, I don't even, mush mood. I could not figure out what way this cabinet door went on. I was so confused and lost. Like, literally, it felt like rocket science to me. And then Matt's looking at me like, is she okay? What is she doing? And then I asked him, I said, look at this footage. Do you see it? I am so lost. He goes, yeah, I looked at you, but I was like, she'll figure it out. I was like, well, it would have been nice if you said something. Like, instead of having me sit there for 20 minutes trying to figure out what way the door goes on. Maybe I'm laughing a little too hard at that, but it was because I had quite a few incidences where I was putting on knobs backwards, like inside the drawers and stuff instead of on the outside. And then I got confused on how the bottom cabinets went on. It was just, I was so tired and exhausted from painting and long nights. So right now I have all of the lower cabinets and front facers and drawers drying. We actually just came back. Actually, it's the second coat. They're only going to need 2 coats, as well as the bottom cupboards only needed 2 coats. So thank goodness, because that white paint is still giving us a run for our money, because I can see so many imperfections on these cupboards and it's driving me crazy. 4 coats, probably going to need 5. I don't know. Ugh. Anyways, we actually just got back from Lowe's. We took while this was drying, the second coat was drying, we ran to Lowe's really quickly, and we actually grabbed, I'm going to show you guys some things. So what we got here is, let me take it out of the bag, more of the little rubber stoppers. Now the first ones I got, oh, it's backwards for you guys. The first one I did purchase was from Home Depot. These are the Lowe's ones that were at Lowe's. 20 of them, that's all I need. I only needed 20 of these. I didn't need any more. The top ones, like I said, we already did. And then I got this. It's a door mounting kit, which this is gonna go in the island for where we're gonna put the trash. So I'm no longer gonna have my trash just sitting out and about. If you are not new here, you know that my trash can sits in the corner of my kitchen in the back. It's one of the metal ones. It's actually starting to rust really, really badly on the outside, even though I used like stainless steel cleaners on them and stuff. But we're gonna put it in the island, and you will see that when we put it in there. This is just the front piece for it, so the cupboard piece will pull out with it. Instead of just opening up the door and pulling out the rack, it will pull out like this. So I really wanted it to do that, and come to find out, this was only $19 at Lowe's. It's $45, I believe, at Home Depot, which is absolutely crazy. And then here is the actual trash can set up for it. It's, what is it? 35 quart. So there's 2 of them in there with the bins. So it's not just the metal setup. It actually comes with the bins as well. So this was $109, which was not bad, because I actually have been searching for a long time on Amazon and like Home Depot and other places for a really good price. Randomly one day, where was it? It was either online at Lowe's or online Amazon. There was like a weird, it was before Columbus Day sale, and they had these on sale for $69, and we actually just had missed the sale on one of them online things. But $109 is the lowest I've seen, with it coming with the trash bins and being the 35 quart. Usually it's $109 to $140 for just the insert, and it's for 1 bin, or just the insert and the 2 smaller bins that I already have, that I already use in my old one. But those are just so narrow and tiny. They're smaller. So bigger, better. We're a family of 4, and that we always have to dump out, sometimes twice a day, summertime even more. It's just too small. And one of the bins at the bottom is cracked, so I didn't want to go in with like a broken trash bin inside my cupboard. I wanted something fresh and new and stuff. So yeah, I figured I would share that with you guys. But like I said, we're waiting for this second coat to finish drying. It's mostly in the little edges and corners of the front facing, the cupboard part, the faces, whatever you call them. And then we gotta flip them over and do the opposite side, but only for the cupboard parts, not for the empty sections, like underneath the sink and right underneath the part. You'll see what I'm talking about. These next ones that are drying, there's 2 pieces that can go on, and I don't need to do the backs of them, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I'm liking the gray. I'm loving the gray. It's working very well with us. It's drying much better. I do have to say though, the wood, let me put this down. I do have to say the wood for the island. So we got this island at Lowe's. We actually purchased it on sale. One of the corners was coming detached, and we used L brackets to fasten it back together. I actually already have a video on my on here for you guys about that. It was $150 I spent to do it. This island between the top piece, which was also on sale for $40, and then the bottom piece. Now it wasn't finished wood, so it's not gonna have the same smooth look like the rest of my cupboards. We thought, thinking, hey, we'll paint this with white paint first, and then we'll go in with our actual color that we want, thinking that would like make it look all smooth. But you can actually see a lot of the bumps and grooves of the wood inside of these. And I mean, it's not horrible, but I don't think you would notice it because it is the bottom of the island. I don't think it'd be that big of a deal, but if anything, hey, if it ends up bothering me that much, I'll just go in. I'm gonna have to sand it down and repaint them, which I really don't want to do. But I honestly really don't mind that it's a different texture at all. To me, it just shows that it's wood, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. Let's get back into this. I will come right back in 2 seconds for you guys, but a little while for me technically till I can flip these over and paint them on the other side. So here we are going in, putting the drawer fronts back on and the knobs, and then we're gonna turn around and put in these little, like, they're just cabinet fronts. They don't do anything for anything. They're just rectangles that fill in these random holes in your cabinets. If you know why those were there and invented, why aren't they just like nailed on or something? Why do they have to have a hole and then like these latches on them? Because it's weird to me. I don't understand it. Oh, wait a minute. No, now I know. Because you can technically turn those into like draw things where you like pull on them and it kind of like tilts out to you and it can hold stuff. Okay, never mind. Figured it out myself in 2 seconds. But I also wanted to say, you've seen earlier that I went in with the little bumper things. I kept calling them stoppers, but I mean, they kind of are. It stops the drawer from going all the way in. But we went in, did that for the top ones, and then I showed you there that I was going in on the bottom ones as well, doing them just like to let you know that I am doing it on all of them that need them. And the second pack that I purchased was from Home Depot, like you've seen, and I like the Scotch ones better than the ones that I purchased from Lowe's. The Scotch ones, were easier to get off of the like package holder. It was like you had to push and pull and rip to get the other ones off from the ones that I purchased from Lowe's, where these ones were kind of more of like a tab where you could just pick them off and stick them on. But I say that now, but I'll have to see which ones actually last longer on my cupboards, because it kind of makes me wonder with the Scotch ones if that means they'll just fall off easier or not. We'll have to see over time. I will keep you guys posted if anything ever happens, if you guys are still around when that's going on. So now we're putting in my new trash component area thingy in the cabinet. This is one of my dreams I've had for so many years, you guys. I always said when I own a home, I want my trash to be in the cupboard. I don't care what cupboard it is, as long as it's functional and it fits. And it finally came true. You guys have no idea how happy I was to get this thing and to put it in. I'm so happy. So I ended up gifting my old trash can set to my dad because he can use it for where he lives, because he has to also do trash and recycling. Instead of him having to use two bulkier trash bins, he can have the stainless steel one and have them both in one, and you know what I mean? They'll have lids and stuff. So, but anyways, you have no idea. No idea. I called everybody. I literally called everybody and was like, look at my new trash bin holder area. Oh my goodness. And it's slow closing. Soft closing. That's what it is. It's soft closing too. I'm just obsessed, you guys. Literally, I could have cared less if I had painted my kitchen and I only got this trash component. It would have held me off for another year from painting. I'm not even kidding. I was so happy. It's the little things in life when you're an adult. Like my first time when I got a vacuum. Oh my goodness. When I got my vacuum as a gift on Christmas years ago, I could have cried happy tears. The same thing when I got my Bissell Crosswave, my O-Cedar mop. I'm telling you right now, when I get those things as gifts, I am the happiest person in the world. Let me know if you're the same way. If you get happy about the little gadget things in life that just help out with things in life that just make you happy. I mean, I could have went out without a lot of those things, but it's just the little things like that that make me happy. Anyways, Matt's going in and finishing screwing these little holders that are on the cabinet doors that latch on to the screws to the side of the trash can. You had to like make your own holes and stuff, and I just did not feel like dealing with that at all. But honestly, if he wasn't there, I would have done it. I would have, sucked it up and did it myself. But he was right there just chilling. So I was like, I hear you do it. I don't want to do this. I don't want to deal with it. You can do it. So he did it. And we're also going to show you guys how it screws in the inside at the bottom. Inside the cabinet, so it will stay in place and not move on you. We put the smaller door to the right on first, so that way we knew how high to set the cabinet front door onto the cabinet, so it was the same length all the way across. It wasn't too high or too low or anything like that. So that's a little tip for you guys if you're trying to figure out how high or low. Instead of measuring, just throw on the cabinet that needs to go on right beside it and line it up that way. Quicker, easier, less measuring and all of that. So anyways, guys, we are almost done. All we have left now is to put together the knobs to the island. Not put together, screw in all that to the island. And Matt's going to do that again because we needed to, oh, look, me being all cute and professional. We were over here at Lowe's. So actually, I wanted to explain this. Good thing this came up. My hardware is technically, I don't know if it's discontinued or something. They have the same exact hardware, right? Home Depot and Lowe's, but it's not the same color. So I guess it's, oh man, I don't remember the name of mine. Oh man, he said the name. It's a weird name that I've never heard of before. I thought it was gunmetal like look, but I guess it's not. It's like I don't know. It starts with an A. And the closest that I could find was the brighter ones that Lowe's and Home Depot has. Same shape, same circle, same everything, but the color difference. It's more shinier and brighter when I showed you guys. Now you really can't tell because it is on the island on the lower half and it's more darker down there, so you can't tell, but I can tell, but no one else can really tell. So I went with it anyways. I did not want to spend any more money on this project that we had here going on in the kitchen. I didn't want to drop another like $100 just in knobs and pulls for all of them to match when it was just a slight color difference. Does not bother me at all. I don't mind it. But he was more than willing. Matt was more than willing. He kept telling me, we'll just get new ones. We'll just get new ones. I'm like, no. Nope. Saving money. It doesn't bother me that much. Plus over time, wear and tear, they're all going to end up looking the same probably. So not a big deal. But anyways, once we are done doing these knobs, we're going to move over and he's going to show you here how he's measuring out the handles for the drawers. He had to use two different, I want to say drill bits, but I might be wrong. So he used the same drill bit to drill the holes like he did for the knobs on the bottom. But then he went in with a second drill bit and it helps with making a like in sync hole. So that way, when you're drilling the screw into the drawer facing, it can go further in and then has like a stop point. So it's kind of like, I called it a two-step, but it's not a two-step. I guess there's really is another drill tool called a two-step. I have no idea. And I'm trying to explain this as best as I can. So it makes a big hole. And then towards the middle of the front facing and the drawer itself, it has a thinner hole. So now the screw head will sit towards the thinner drill hole. So technically the second hole in the inside and have a stop point and not just rip all the way through the hole. It has like a stop point. I hope I explained that good enough for you guys. Like I said earlier, I'm not a contractor. I don't do any of that stuff. But here's a before shot, you guys. I don't have any good ones. I am so sorry. I was bad at not doing that when we started it, but I grabbed one from one of my cleaning videos, and I'm hoping this is suffice enough for you guys. So that's what the island was looking like. Here's what the lower cabinets was looking like. I'm going to show you almost like a full view basically with this shot here. So you can see how we had everything going on, all different wood textures and tones and stuff. And here is an after. Oh, look at that. Now, my question for you guys, should I paint the top rim white or should I paint the top rim this gray, imperial gray? You got to let me know. It's a big debate in my house right now. Half of us are saying white, half of us are saying gray. But let me know what you guys think about today's kitchen makeover. Make sure you stay tuned for next week's kitchen part 2 basically makeover. Make sure you subscribe so you do not miss out on any more content. Stay tuned for Ashley's video on Thursday. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Walk into the club, step right out, say no, no. Tonight I'm gonna spend by myself, my solo. Remind myself to love myself. Nobody else gonna hold me down, down. Gave it all away, been on high speed, go, go. Tonight I'm needing me and a pre-roll to go. Cause I just need to feel the love. Yeah, when I wanna feel the love, I give it to myself. I can't get it from nobody else. I'm getting it this time. Drive back home, I know it. I'm getting it my way. It's gotta start with me. I'm restoring all my energy. I provide my own limelight. Slow back down. I left all my hurries on the highway. Turning off my brain, burning Palo Santo. Time to simmer down, keep it on the down low. Remind myself to love myself. Night in with the